Stop recording. Good. Let me go to your work. You can see my screen, right? Can you?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Please search for your okay. This is a percentage. Okay, very quick one. Nice. To fraction. So this is 7%. Decimal. Change it to fraction first. And yeah, show it. Change it to fraction first. Your spelling is wrong. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. What yeah? What yeah? This one what? This one is tag mail. And this one is what? Taxi mail. So which one is correct? Which one is correct? So what is the correct spelling?
TECIMAL.
This one is tag mail, then this one is taxi mail. Okay. Okay, next. Good. Good. 这个 这个 percent change it to this one first. 很好。This one, 等一下 this one you change it to where you get 56 from? Where you get 56 from?
Oh.
Can you redo this question?
Yeah, okay.
Have you gotten your Google Chromebook already? Have you gotten your Google Chromebook already?
No, 3rd August.
Oh, 3rd August. Sorry. Okay. Once you are done, just send your answer over to WhatsApp.
Okay.
Have you sent your answer over?
I'm gonna send it over.
Okay.
Okay, I sent it.
Yep. Okay, I'm looking at it now. Right. So you continue from this step, right? You continue from this step, right? 这题. You continue from this step, right? 是吗?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. You times 100 both sides. Okay. Then you change it. Okay, good. No, not here. I mean your, okay, let me send it to my this. Okay, so this one is correct. Good. Next. Okay, sub the product of 2 and okay, oh no, more than that. So it's from here to here. From 8ay, so it's 8ay minus 2ay, 6ay, correct. Divide the sum of by, so it's 6x below, 12x, so end up with, what's your answer actually? What's your answer?
12 over 6.
Which is?
2 over 1.
Which is?
It's like 2 divided by 1.
Which is?
2.
Okay, so the question is, which one is the final answer here? Which is final? How do you decide actually? Why you say 2 is the final answer? Let me go to this first. So let's say you have this question. Hold on. Let's say you have 2 over 1. You also have 2 divided by 1. Then you also have 2. So which is the final answer? How do you decide? Okay, so what is the requirement for final answer? What's the general requirement? What's the general requirement for a final answer?
The simplest.
Yes. So the general rule is simplest form, right? So among these three, which one is simplest? Which one is
The
simplest?
is 2.
Yeah, so that's why your answer should be 2. Okay, so if you put 2 over 1, you will get penalized, probably minus 1 mark. Okay, the simplest answer is 2. All right, next.
Okay.
Add the product of 3, so 3xy to 这个, right? So before you do this, you must open the bracket first. So you end up with this. Then how come do you think you need to open this? So let's say you end up with this, right? Can you see this? Can you see this? So do you think this is the simplest form already? 3xy minus, okay, let me get it into this. Is this the final answer? Minus 5y plus 10. Minus 5y plus 10. Minus 5. Do you think this is the simplest form? What do you think? Can you see you have a bracket here?
Yeah.
So do you think you need to open the bracket?
Yes.
So can you continue from here? How do you open the bracket?
Okay.
Okay, by the way, when you open bracket, right, the next step you do is first arrow, second arrow. I hope you know that. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
Now, do it on a piece of paper and then send it over.
Okay, I send.
Yep, good. Looking at it. Okay, so how come you still make this mistake? Okay, never mind. So let's look at it together here. Okay, for this question, right? Okay, now I want to ask you is, what do you think? Do you think you should just pick the plus and then you go into the first arrow and then you use the plus, go to the second arrow, or you take the 3xy plus, you get first arrow, second arrow. So which one? Which one is correct when you open the bracket? Are you following?
Yeah.
So which one is correct? Do you understand my question? Or not? Okay, that means you don't understand my question. Okay, I explain to you again. Okay, my question is, now you have a bracket. Now you have a bracket. Now your job is to open the bracket, right?
Yeah.
So when you open the bracket, do you do this first arrow, second arrow? Okay. Basically, you take plus, do the first arrow, plus second arrow, or you do this. You do this whole thing, first arrow, and then the whole thing, second arrow. So what do you think? So which one is correct? One or two?
One.
One. Okay. How do you decide? Okay. I don't want you to guess. Okay. Let's see how can we decide which one is correct. So okay, let me get it here. So how I decide? I give myself a simple example. Do you understand this question?
2 times. Bracket to A plus 4.
Okay, good. Do you understand this question?
2 plus 3 times.
Okay, good. That means you understand this question. Okay, so can I ask you now? Can you see there is a bracket for this question also?
Yeah.
Okay, so the question I ask you is, do you take the 3 first arrow, then the 3 for the second arrow, okay, or you take the 2 plus 3? Which one? So which one is correct here? Are you following? Huh?
First one.
Which is the first?
the 3 times 2.
Very good. So if you say that the first one is correct, so that means you're not supposed to take the 2 plus 3, which is the whole thing, to do the opening of the bracket, right? So basically you say this is not correct. So if you look at this, then you compare to the above these two, okay? Then you know that, oh, yeah, when I open the bracket, so basically when you open the bracket, or when you open the bracket here, what you're supposed to do is just take what is right in front. The plus sign is right in front, right?
Yeah.
The 3 is right in front, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you should take what is right in front and go ahead and do the first arrow and the second arrow. So that's why this one is not correct also. So this one is not correct. This is not correct. So I'm going to delete it. So far, so good?
Yeah.
So therefore, let's go back to the question. So the question that I have from you is, can you see all this question? So if I copy all this here, 3xy plus, so you have a minus 5y, and then you have a plus 10. So what you can do is, do you think your this opening of bracket is correct or not? Hello?
Yeah.
Do you think your this is correct? Do you think your this is correct?
No.
Why not? What you have done that makes it not correct?
I did 3xy plus.
Yeah.
And then
So what you have done is, you are right. So you have observed that you have done this already, right?
yeah.
Okay. Which is not supposed to be the case. Okay. So remember, whenever you do the opening of bracket, so I can give you a few examples. Okay. What you do is do this. Okay. I'll give you some more example. You should do this, right? So okay, let me give you some more example. You do? You do this, right?
Yeah.
Right? So that's what you're supposed to do. Can you correct your this? Can you correct your this question? So basically, can you continue from here? This one, do it on a piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay, and send it over.
Okay, I sent it over.
Okay, so let me see. Okay. Yeah, good. So how you do this question is this. So first thing first, you should use the plus to do the first arrow and the plus to do second arrow. So the step is so clear, right? Hey, no. So I'm just following your this. Okay, that's your first arrow. So your second arrow is plus 10. Yeah, correct. So plus give you a plus. Plus minus give you minus. Okay. So in the end, you cannot combine. So that's the final answer. Okay. So this is one way to look at this. Okay. Another way to look at this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you why I say when you do this question, okay, when you do this question, right? So if you take the whole thing, let me just make use of your wrong example. So if you do this, and then you will write this. So can you see? Let me use your wrong example. This is your first arrow. This is your second arrow result. So what you have done here is you have double count 3xy. Did you realize you have double count the 3xy?
Yeah.
You realize that? You have double count the 3xy?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you should double count the 3xy and when you should not double count the 3xy. Let me show you. What do you think? What is the difference between these two? The difference between these two is there is a plus sign here that separate the 3xy from the bracket behind. Am I right?
Yeah.
And for the question 2 here, there is no plus sign. There is a times. Right? So can I ask you, for the second question, do you think you should take the whole thing here to do the first arrow and the second arrow, okay? Or you should just take, wait, you take the whole thing, or you should just take y only. What do you think? No idea.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, okay, first thing we should note is if there is a plus, I think this question is very clear cut. We just take the plus, and then we go to first arrow and second arrow, right? But now what we have is this. And we are talking about, should we take the whole thing or should we take the y, right? So can I ask you, I mean, now the question is between the 1 and the 2, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
So now the question I ask you is, do you see 3xy as a whole thing? Or you see it as individual item? Do you see 3xy as a whole thing? Like, do you see this 3xy as a whole thing? Or you see just 3xy is an individual item?
Whole thing.
Okay, so if you see 3xy as a whole thing, then that means you have already answered yourself. This is not correct. So if you see 3xy as a whole thing, so you are supposed to first arrow and second arrow. Okay, so like I say, 3xy is a whole thing. So when 3x and y is an individual item, so 3 plus x plus y, for this case, 3x, y are individual item. Okay? Can?
Yeah.
Okay? So what I'm trying to say is, if it's a multiplication, you see it as a whole thing. If it's a plus or minus, you see it as an individual item. Okay, that's why I think there is a practice last time. I asked you to underline items, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you underline? Why do I need to include the plus sign?
Because the plus sign belong to the 2.
Correct. Okay, so this is one item. This is plus 2 is another item. Then plus 4 is another item. You remember this practice?
Yeah.
So when you have plus or minus, you see them as individual item. When it's times, right? This is times, right? You see as one whole thing. Okay, so that's why you have already answered yourself. 3xy is a whole thing. So therefore, you should take the 3xy and then you times first arrow, you times second arrow. So far, so good?
Yeah.
In order not to double count. Okay? Good. Next. Sub the product of, this one a bit blur. Product of 2 and 2x. 2 and 2x is 4x. From the sum. From the sum, that means this one, from means start first, right?
Yeah.
How come your 4x start? Times, please. What did we say last time? When it comes to questions like this, what did we say last time?
Not get it wrong.
Huh?
Not getting it wrong.
I did not say
Cannot
not
get the order wrong.
The order can't be wrong, right? So what's wrong with this question then? What's wrong with this question?
The order is wrong.
Why is it wrong?
Because I didn't put 28x and 56 first.
Why not? Why must be put first?
Cos from the sum.
Very good. You give me 30 times next time, plus please do this question, redo this question on a piece of paper. Nice. Okay. So this is what I like to see. Okay, let me send it to my this. Okay. So for this question, this is your rework. So yes, so you have to put this first because it's from. And then in the end, what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to minus. Okay, you are supposed to minus the because x and x. Yeah. By the way, you underline the item, right? I think you
Yeah.
miss out the minus sign.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so strictly speaking, you are supposed to you know what I mean, right? So
Yeah, underline both.
yeah, so you're supposed to underline the minus sign with 4x because the minus sign belongs to 4x. So of course plus is here. Okay, and so this 28x and the 4x, they are similar term, so that's why you have to combine. So that's why you end up with this. So this is correct. Okay, very good. Next, divide the by, okay, by the product of 7x. So 7x, yes, good. The order is correct below and then above. So, I thought 42 and 7, you can do something to it. Can you? Or cannot?
Divide by
Can you divide by 7?
7.
Can you divide by 7?
Yeah.
What do you get?
6/1.
Okay. Okay, good. So it's 6y over 1 again. 再来 So the answer is
6y
对，为什么？
cos
嗯
cos simplest form.
Yes. Okay. So don't make this mistake again. Okay. Good. Simplest form. Next. This one, yep, add, good. Multiply the sum. Sum means this. So, once again, last time what I say, multiply the sum. So means sum means what's the, so when you do sum, right? I thought you need to use a bracket. You need or you don't need?
Need
Then how come there is no bracket here? How come? How come? Actually, next time, right, when you see sum, right, of more than one thing, right, you should put a bracket already. Okay, so you have 2y, and then of course you times together, then you get this. What did I say?
they said if you see the sum, you should like put a bracket or
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Huh? 等一下 I thought this one you divide by 4, you get 9. This one divide by 4, you get 1. This one you get 4, you 30. then为什么你这里还有一个 4 呢？ Right? How come you still have a 4? Can you redo the question? Start from here. Can or not?
okay.
Hello, are you done?
Yeah, I'm gonna send over.
Hmm. Good. 我好像叫你做这题嘞。What are you doing? You're not listening. I asked you to do this question leh. Can you see or not? How come you go and do the above one? I asked you to continue from here leh. I said continue from here. Luckily, the lesson is recorded. Otherwise, then you can say I accuse you already. I asked you to do this question. This question I already ticked you already. Hey, Shermain, are you listening or not? I said I already ticked you this one already. I asked you to redo from here onwards. Are you clear now? Wow. Are you sleeping or not?
No. Okay.
Okay, I'm looking at it. Oh, wow, Shermain, seriously. Okay, let me share it here. Okay, let's look at this question together because I'm so confused by you. I'm so confused by you. You should be looking at my screen, right? Okay, over here, look at this.
Yeah.
So this step is correct. Okay, but this step onwards, right? How do you get 9 here?
Divide by 4.
Yep. So if you divide by 4 on top, right? So basically what you do here is you divide by 4 here. Okay, so let me just get this into my this make things easier. Hold on. Okay, good. So basically what you have done, okay, yeah. So what you have done here is basically you divide by 4 here, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you divide by 4 on top, do you need to divide by 4 below? If you divide by 4 on top, do you need to divide by 4 below? If you divide by 4 on top, do you need to divide by 4 below? Okay, let's try out. Let's say you have 100 here, right? Let's say you have 50 here, right?
Yeah.
What's your first step if you want to simplify this? You do divide by? How to simplify? Hello.
100 divided by 50.
So how do you simplify this? How do you simplify this 100 divided by 50? What you do?
100 divided by 50 is 2.
I ask you show me the step.
100 over 50.
Okay, very good. Right? Then you get 2, right? Then what if you have this? Sure. How do you do this?
32 divided by 12.
Yep. Wait. I asked you for how do you simplify? You know
For
what?
32,
Ah.
you take 32 and then
什么？继续。
take 32, you can divide by 2.
So if you divide by 2 on top, and then so you get
You
16.
divide by 2 below.
Divide by 2 below. So you get this, right? 对吗?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, can you start to see? You divide by 2 on top, you need to divide by 2 below. So same thing. You divide by 4 on top. Do you think you need to divide by 4 below?
Yeah.
Then if you divide by 4 below, right? So what do you get for below? What you are supposed to get for below then? Can you redo this question on a piece of paper? Start from here. That means this one is okay. Let me erase all the unnecessary part. Okay, so like I say, this is correct already. Okay, this is not correct. Continue from here onwards. 对
Okay.
Okay, did you close the door? I start to see here bang 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 so loud.
Yeah.
You close the door already, still bang bang bang. Okay, lor. Then cannot have it already. Never mind, just continue to do it on a piece of paper. Quick.
Okay.
That's why I say you must show every step. If you don't show every step, right, you're not. It's very easy for you to make mistake. If you don't show every step. You send me?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So basically, right? Okay, very good. So now is the correct work. So let me park your these two answers side by side. Then you can see your how you can minimize your chances of making mistake. Okay, so do you see these two side by side already?
Yeah.
Okay. So how come this one I never see divide by 4? Or you write on top? Okay.
Yeah,
So
because
yeah, got it. Okay. So what you have done here is okay. So you have just added in this step. Okay. And once you have added in this step, right, you can start to see your accuracy is much better. Okay. So you have not added the divide by 4 here, right? You have not added the divide by 4 here. So basically, I don't know. If you don't add the divide by 4 here, you just divide by 4 for the above. You never divide by 4 for the below. Can you see here?
yeah.
So that's why the more if you know that you tend to make mistakes like this, right? Okay, so you shouldn't even skip a single step. Okay. So next time, okay, by the way, what you have done here, right, from this step to this step is called simplification. Okay, like this is called simplification. So when you do simplification, what you do is you can divide by 2 first. If you divide by 2 above, you need to divide by 2 below. So for this question, if you continue, right, you divide by 2 again, and you divide by 2 again. So you need to write down the divide by 2. If you don't, so let's say you 16 and 6, you never write down the divide by 2. So most likely you will end up with 8 here, and then you will end up with 6 here. So what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this?
You didn't simplify the bottom.
Exactly. But if you write down divide by 2, you write down divide by 2, there is no way you can make this mistake. Am I right? And last time we talked about this before. Last time we have this. You remember last time? Questions like this. What I asked you to do. How do you simplify? You times 10, right?
Yeah.
When you times 10 here, I asked you to write down times 10 below. Am I right? You still remember last time I asked you to, how do you do this question? If you remember. Okay. I asked you to times 11 here, right?
Yeah.
I asked you to times 2 here, right? I asked you to write
Yeah.
write all of this down, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
What you did last time is this. Given the same question, what you did last time is you say times 11, and then you write times 2. This is what you did last time. Okay, what is the mistake here, by the way? What's the mistake here? What's the mistake here?
You times your if you put times 11 like that,
Yeah.
it makes it look like 1/2 times 11.
Yes. So in this question, right? No, first thing first, not looks like. It's actually you just times 11. But actually, right, you are not supposed to times 11. You're supposed to times 11 on top, 11 below. Right? So this is what you are supposed to do. Okay? That's why I don't want you to just write down times 2. I want you to write down times 2 both above and below. Same thing for this question. Okay, if you tell me, oh, 36A and 4, okay, so if you want to divide by 4, please write it down. Divide by 4 on both sides, top and below. Same thing. Divide by 4, top and below. Divide by 4, top and below. And then after that, you go and simplify further. Okay, of course, this is wrong. Okay, so I want you to write down every step. Okay, so before we continue, we take a 5-minute break. We come back in 5 minutes. Okay, Ken?
Yeah.
Okay, so next time, remember to write down every step. Next, let's take a rest first. See you in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Let me know when you're back. Okay, good. Okay, so let's look at these questions. Okay, so this question I think is very simple. So what you do here is, okay, so we talked about this question before. So you underline this question, you will see how can you 3z minus 2z give you 5z? Next time I want you to, okay, next time when you do such question, I want you to underline terms using pencil. Okay? Because once you underline, right? Once you underline, you will start to see that 3z minus 2z. So 3z minus 2z is 1z. Okay, so instead of 5 is 1. And then of course minus 15. So you underline already minus 15a minus a, then you end up with minus 16a. Okay, good. Okay, this one you put in yes, you put in yes. So this is correct. Then for this question, I'm confused. I need to look at the question. Okay. So, this one is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I see is I see the 3a go inside. Okay, good. So the 3a go inside. Very good. 3a go inside. And then the minus sign is still outside. Then yeah, the minus sign, then you first arrow, second arrow, plus become plus. Very good. Very good. Okay. So this one is 5ab, 5ac, plus. Okay, this is plus. Okay, good. So 5ab, 3ab minus. Okay, 5. 很好. This one 3b inside. Good. This one is 3a. Sure, let me double check that question. So the 5b you go inside. Yes. The 5b go inside. The 5b go inside. So this is minus. Good. Your 5b go inside, that means still there is a bracket, right?
Yeah.
Then how come there is no bracket here? Because without the bracket, you are going to be wrong. Can you redo this question? The one I highlighted here. Can you show me step by step clearly? And next time when you do the cancellation, can you use pencil?
Okay.
Okay. Can you redo this on the spot, on a piece of paper? This. Okay. You don't go and do the wrong question again. I'm going to be very pissed off. Okay. The one highlighted here, pink. Okay.
Okay, I sent it.
Okay, let me just. Good. Let me open it. Okay, so over here, what you have is, okay, to do such question, right? The best thing to do is you must make it make sure you do it in a very clear manner. Okay, clear means
Okay.
yeah, you cross this and make sure that you fill it in. Yes. So you have this. So this will give you what 7.5 BA minus. Okay. Wait. For this question, okay. Okay. Before you open the bracket, can you see here? Never mind. Hold on. Let me just get this. Okay, I don't understand. Okay, because I see inconsistency in you. Sometimes you do this, sometimes you never do this. So that's called inconsistency. So I want to make sure that you have the consistency. Okay, so when you have this, let's say you have this question, right? Oh no, let me just let me let's say you have this question. Let me make it simpler. Okay, let's say you have this question. Okay, so I don't think you have problem doing this anymore. So what you do is you cross the 2 and then you put in the 2, right? Am I right? Am I right or not?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your next step? The next step is should be simplify this first or straight away open the bracket. Which one you do first?
Open the bracket.
Oh, so basically you are telling me you don't want to simplify first before you open the bracket. So you want to do this. First arrow, minus plus, minus plus, second bracket. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is one way of doing. Let me show you another way. So this is one way. Let me simplify first. So this one, I got 2a plus 2 times 2, 4. Then I go and open the bracket. Can I ask you which one is more neat and easier? This is second. Simplify open bracket or open bracket simplify? Which one you prefer? 1 and 2.
Simplify first.
Yes, because when you simplify to 4, you don't have to keep writing the 2 times 2, 2 times 2, you know. So of course, if you can simplify first. Okay. For your question, for your question here, this part. You can simplify this first. This will end up with what? This will be 7.5. So this one will be 7.5 VA. So neat. Why do you need to keep writing this? Why? Same thing here. You could have simplified this into 10b squared. Why you want to keep writing this? Redo this question entirely. Do it on a piece of paper. Same thing here. Shermain, before you start, here. Can you see here? Can you see or not? This one. Why you want to keep writing 3bb? You can already simplify this into 3b squared. Why you want to continue writing so many things? So always simplify, like 3ba here. Just simplify into 3ba. That's all. Why you want to write 3ba again? Don't. When you can simplify, and then open a bracket. Do it now. Redo the entire question. I don't accept this. Redo this entire question. Now.
Okay.
Okay, let me just share it in my computer. Okay, good. Huh? I ask you to simplify here. You go and do. Okay lah, you simplify also can, but where's your bracket for this question? Can you see your bracket here? Can you see your bracket here? Can you see your bracket here? So if there is a bracket here, so that means what I'm trying to say is there is a minus here, right?
Yeah.
I never see your open bracket here. Right? 对吗? Am I right or not? So when you open bracket, minus this one, so you should have minus plus. Okay, minus plus for this. Then you should have minus, minus. So I should see another minus here. You know what I'm trying to say, no?
Yeah.
How come you go and remove the bracket here? I mean, okay. Actually, I give you 3 chances and you give me the same thing. You go and look at your work. Every time you got mistake, you always continue the mistake without, no, I mean, I think you just blindly copy, is it? I ask you to redo, you copy, is it?
No.
Okay, here. Here there is a bracket. Here there is a bracket. You are supposed to have a bracket. And you're supposed to open a bracket. Same thing. Here. You open the bracket. I see the arrow already. Minus, right?
Yeah.
Let me take this as an example. This is a very good example. So over here, this is a very good example. I see you have this. So you are supposed to have minus, right? But here, second arrow. Can you not see there is a minus? Then there is a minus here. So you are supposed to have a double minus. How come you only have one minus? What did I say? You have questions like this. What did I say? You do this, right? First arrow, second arrow, right? First arrow, second arrow. Am I right?
Yeah.
And then for the first arrow, you always minus, minus A. So minus, minus A. For the second arrow, you always come back to the minus sign here. This is minus plus. So it's minus plus B. Am I right?
Yeah.
You should do it this way, right? Okay. Then how come you miss out this minus? Can you see? Minus, minus B. I mean minus, minus. So therefore you have minus, minus 5B. Okay. So next time, your answer can be wrong, but you cannot show me you skip the minus. What did I say?
You say I cannot skip the minus.
So let me see this question. Okay. Okay. So here, so the minus sign, first arrow, and then the second arrow. So minus 2N3C. So it's minus. And then minus, minus. So I should see minus, minus. So You cannot skip the minus. You can be wrong, but you cannot skip the minus. Next. Here, once again, plus minus NB, plus minus NB, plus minus NA. Where's your plus? Right?
Hello.
Yep, put it outside, please. Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is I'm copying this down. What did I say just now? You cannot skip the plus or
The-
minus. So what I want you to see is this, right? First arrow plus minus NB, right? Second arrow plus minus NA. Therefore, you end like you say these two you end up with minus. These two you end up with minus. Then you go and write down N minus NB minus NA. You cannot skip the plus in this case. You have skipped the plus already. Can you see here? Compared to this, you have skipped the plus already, right?
Yeah.
So can you skip the plus?
No.
Okay, so next time, next assignment onwards, you're not supposed to skip the sign, whether it's a plus or minus. You can be wrong, but you cannot skip the sign. Yes or no?
Cannot skip the sign.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now come to this part. Plus. Right?
Yeah.
So plus. Then I thought this is a plus minus. You see? Second arrow. Plus minus. So you're supposed to have plus minus. Okay. Then of course this part. Minus. Then you are supposed to have minus minus. So you skip the plus sign here already. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not supposed to skip. Okay. So same thing for the subsequent questions. Okay. I think I spent too much time on such question already. I need to move forward. Okay. I need to move forward. By the way, I hope you start to realize if you start to get questions correct. Can you see this part? Like change to percentage, change to fraction, change to decimal. Okay, I start to give you, especially this unit conversion, unit ratio. I don't test you much already because all this you are getting it correct. So I don't give you many more questions. Those you get wrong, I will give you a lot more. Can you start to see?
Yeah.
So what is the lesson here for you to learn? So what's the lesson here? The questions that you get wrong, you have to do
more.
yes. So you shouldn't get so many questions wrong. If you want less homework, you get it or not getting it?
Get it?
Okay. Similarly, for this question, I want to see, you need to show me the arrow. Okay. So if I just pick this part, this part only. So I'm supposed to first arrow minus 2 times 2n. Second arrow minus 2y. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, you are wrong. You skip the sign already for this part. Okay. Continue for this part. So your 2 inside already. So I'm supposed to see plus 2n for the first arrow. For the second arrow, I'm supposed to see plus minus 2y. Where is your plus here? You skip the arrow. What did I say just now? You are not supposed to skip whether it's a plus or minus. You're not supposed to skip that. Here. If I just pick this, the b go inside already. So what I'm supposed to see? First arrow, b minus 4d. Right? Then next, second arrow, minus b, minus, minus. You see? Minus, 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 minus bn. So this minus, minus, I get a plus. Okay. So this one still correct. But you skip the sign already, which you cannot. Okay. Here you also skip. This one is okay, but this part, plus, minus. So it should be plus, minus. Don't skip any step. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. So similarly, this one is minus, then this is minus plus. Yeah, good. You never skip for this. You see, sometimes you skip, sometimes you don't skip. I don't know when you are going to skip, when you are going to not skip. So I just want to standardize it. You don't skip any step. Make sure you don't skip any step. Okay, next question. For this question is very simple. Just put it in. I thought this one is minus. How come you end up with 5x? Yeah, here's minus, right? How come you go and change? I thought there was a minus sign here. How come you never? How come you go and remove people's minus sign? How can you? Wait. Shermain, you have written this. You have written this down. So what you do, you just go and punch the calculator with this. What have you punched? Did you punch minus 2.5 times 2 or did you punch 2.5 times 2? Which one you punch? Or which one you are supposed to punch? You are supposed to punch this or you're supposed to punch this into the calculator.
Oh, I punched minus 2.5 times.
Then what result you are getting? Or unless the calculator gives you minus 5 and you go and force, you don't care, you just write 5. I don't want to see you skip the sign anymore. You basically from today's homework, what I see is you showing inconsistency. Sometimes you have, sometimes you don't have. I don't know when you are going to have. Can you show me standardize? Can you show me consistency? You cannot. Today you are Shermain, tomorrow you are Katie, or then the day after you are what? You become Kelvin already. Okay. And then of course for this question, Eddie has 15x more than him. Okay, 15x more than. So what is 15x more than? 15x more than who?
Danny.
Danny. So Danny, okay, let's say Danny, okay, let's say Danny is this. So I have 15x more than. So let's say I have 15x more than. So Danny, I assume 5x plus 5 first. So now it's 50x more than Danny. So how do you get more? How do you get less?
Plus.
So more must be plus.
No.
Must be plus.
It depends on the question.
Exactly. Okay. So if you look at this question, hold on, let me just get this question out. No, not this. So first thing, the first question cannot be wrong because the first question is very simple, open bracket, right? So like I say, open bracket is super simple. Okay. So this is times, this is times. So this is 5x, this is minus 5x. Very simple. Okay, so this is 10. I list them down. Now, the second question. Danny has 15x more than Danny. So, Eddie, hold on. You hold on. The kids are too loud. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so Eddie has more. So Eddie has more, right?
Yeah.
So Eddie has more. And the question wants to know Eddie, right?
Yeah.
So how to get more? How do you get more?
Eddie have more, so
How do you get more?
15x plus Danny's
Correct.
amount.
So therefore, there is no x here. There's no x here. So it's just plus 15x. And then you end up with what? These two, they are similar term. Therefore, you get 10x plus 5. So this is Eddie. Simple?
Yeah.
And you look at your work. You look at your work. I think you anyhow do. What is this? Oh, you add. Okay, good. Okay, next. Shermain, let me make things very clear here. The way you write this, strictly speaking, you are super wrong. Let me tell you why you are super wrong. You are not supposed to write things like this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is your work, right?
Yeah.
Okay, next time, you don't, okay, when you list things down, let's say this is 2x plus 3, okay? And then if you want to write Eddie, right? When you write Eddie, this is the final answer you write down, okay? Any intermediate working, let's say this is the working, right? You don't write the working there, okay? You're not supposed to write the working there. You are only supposed to write the final answer. So what I'm trying to say is, let's say you want to do the working, right? So what you're supposed to do is you should show me this below. Let's say you want to plus 12x. So you show the working here. So 2x plus 12x, 14x plus 3. Then you write down 14x plus 3 here. That's all. Okay? So that's how you write Eddie. The working is below or beside. Get it? Let's say you want to do F. I need to standardize 3 times, right? Okay. So I thought you're supposed to cross the 3 because your 3 is inside already. You did not cross. You did not cross. So like I say, the F, right? You're supposed to write the final answer for F. Okay. You're working where you write. You're working, you write below. 3 times 5x plus 5. So you need to show me this working. So the F here, you're supposed to write 15x plus 15. You get it? Do you know how to present? Do you know how to present now? Do you know how to present now?
Yes.
Yes. So basically for the listing down, only the final answer. The working either below or if you don't have space, beside. Okay? Get it?
Mm.
Okay, good. Next. I hope you start to see. I only give you a few questions on this and this like more than the kind of question. Let me get it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spend too much time on a single topic and then keep coming back to it. Hold on, let me go to you. Hold on. 2y minus 12y squared. Can these two combine? Yes or no? Are they similar terms?
Yeah.
2y and minus 12y squared. Are they similar terms?
Yeah. Yeah. Technically speaking.
So basically, you are telling me the y and the y square is the same lah.
No.
Then can combine or not?
No.
Cannot. So that's your mistake. So this is not done. So you are supposed to write 2y minus 12y squared for Danny. And then what it says here is Danny has $2 more than Eddie. So Danny has $2 more. So Danny actually have more than Eddie. So Eddie has less. That's why you minus 2, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Last question. Frank has twice that of Danny. Danny is minus 10y, right? 对吗? 对吗?
Yeah.
According to your question. Then how come you go and 2 times 10y? Né? Danny has minus 10y, right? Minus 10.
Yeah.
对吗? Danny has minus 10y, right?
Yeah.
So 2 times Danny, that means it's supposed to be 2 times minus 10y. Ma. How come you go and write 2 times 10y? Who has 10y in this case? In this entire question, who has 10y? In this entire question, who has 10y? Nobody. Nobody has 10y. Huh?
Combine.
You combine what?
I combine the Danny's.
I'm talking about Frank.
Yeah. So right,
I'm
you
talking about
asked
this
who
part.
has. I know.
Okay, continue.
The 10y, how I got the 10y
How do you get 10y?
is because for the Danny part, right? I combine the 2y minus 2y square.
Yep.
Resulting in the
minus
negative
10y.
10y. So
negative 10y, yes. So Danny has negative 10y, right? Right?
Yeah.
Danny has negative 10y. My question is, who has 10y? Not minus 10y. Do you know what I mean or not?
Yeah.
Your explanation doesn't seem to answer my question. Okay, what I say is, you tell me you make a mistake, Danny has minus 10y, right? Right?
Yeah.
Hello. You tell me you make a mistake, Danny has minus 10y. Okay, I accept it. My question is, who has 10y? Who? Who has 10y? Danny has 10y? Am I right to say this? Danny has 10y?
No.
Why not? Danny has what? According to this, Danny has what?
Negative 10y.
Okay, so who has 10y in this case? Because you take 2 times now. Because just now you take 2 times 10y. Just now you take 2 times 10y. So who has 10y? Who has 10y? Who? Answer my question. Hello, who has 10y?
No one.
Yes, the answer is no one. So the fact that you go and give me 2 times 10y here. I'm shocked to see this. But no one has 10y here. Okay, no one has 10y here. If you tell me Danny has minus 10y, and then 2 times Danny, I'm supposed to write down 2 times minus 10y. So in this case, it still makes sense. It still makes sense, right? Am I right or not? This one still makes sense. Because according to the question, according to your answer, wrong answer, Danny has minus 10y. But you go and write 10y. No one has 10y in this case. That's why you're totally wrong. The first mistake is y and y squared, you cannot combine. You combine already. Okay. Next, I don't want to spend too much time on single topic. Let me see. Spend in the morning. Okay, morning is 20. And then she spent X less in the afternoon. X dollar less. So 20 minus X. Okay, good. Afternoon. And then evening, spend 2 times that of afternoon. 2 times of this. How do you open this bracket? You skip step. That's how you open, right? First arrow, second arrow, right?
Yeah.
So the first arrow you get, you don't yeah. You make mistake, I'm going to be pissed off. Then okay, if you make it right, I'm fine. You don't yeah, and then in the end you make mistake. That's not very funny to say yeah. 2 times 20, first arrow, what you get? Hello, 2 times 20, what are you waiting for?
40.
Okay, second arrow?
2x.
You look at your answer. How come there is an x here? Now you tell me it's 2x. How come x here? Next time, if you go and skip step, and if your answer is wrong, you will get the punishment from me, okay? I start to see you start to skip steps. Last week, I already see it. This week, you make it worse. Next week, that means going forward, I see you skip step, you are going to get the punishment from me. I warn you first. You don't play here, okay? Next. This one should be good. Supplementary 20. 20. Supplementary 180. Okay, good. Okay, from here, I cannot measure your angle. So
you want me to measure it?
You measure, I also cannot see, right? You measure, I also cannot see whether you measure correctly, right? Okay, so never mind. I think okay. So the angle is whether it's 20 or not. Okay, it's okay. But supplementary, correct. Okay, complementary 90, correct. Okay. Supplementary 40. Huh? This one is 45. This one is an obtuse angle. This part more than 90. Hello.
I have put wrong.
You know, one more thing. If you ever put things wrong next time like this, you are going to get it from me, okay? You don't give me all this crap. What put things wrong lah, write wrongly lah, this copy also copy wrongly lah, then the order is wrong lah. I'm asking very simple stuff from you. You can get wrong answer, but you don't give me all this crap. Put wrongly. No crap from you anymore. And by the way, this is 35. Hey, 为什么你给我 50? 为什么? What is this? I don't understand. What's my question?
No, 15 degrees at the bottom.
Oh, okay. So next time, Your 15 degrees here. Please put it close to it, okay? Can you put it close? You don't put your 15 degree here, then you go and draw it so below. You put it close, next to it. You get it or not?
Yeah.
可以吗? No more put things wrongly, huh? Okay? That means when I see Shermain, I don't call you Kelvin. Okay? Can I call you Kelvin?
Mm.
Now you are calling this Kelvin. No? Oh. Okay, next. 你这个是 90 degree 嘛？这个 looks like less than 90 嘞。
No, I measure with using projector.
90 degree no need to measure what? 90 degree no need to measure. How do you get 90 degree? You put
I use ruler, but then I check you with projector.
You just put a ruler. Just take this angle, you know. Just take this corner. Oh. And once again, this is 145. You tell me this is 145. This is acute angle.
I changed that one after sending.
I don't care. You need to send me the correct one. If you think it's wrong, you don't send me. You send me is final. Next week, I'm not going to accept all this crap from you anymore. You get it? 可以吗? You don't tell me, this is 170. This is acute angle. How can it be 170? Right? Don't give me crap. I don't like crap. Okay, by the way, this is definitely not 354. The reason is, okay. This one is 354, correct? 从这里到这里. That means I should see a 6 degree. That means, are you telling me this is 6 degree? No, this is more than 6 degree already. 6 degree should be very tiny one. Okay, like I cannot measure angle here. No way, because I'm so, you know, right, why I cannot measure? Because I need to have your paper, then I can only measure. Now I cannot measure. This one is printed. I cannot measure. Okay, but don't give me crap. You can be wrong, but don't give me crap. I'm not going to accept crap. Okay, last question. Complementary. You tell me angle F and angle E is complementary. What are you talking about?
90 degrees.
90 degrees should be this one and this one, ma. Right? Complementary, but that means two angle, ma. Right? That means this is 90, so this and this is 90 degree, right? This angle 1 and angle 2, they are complementary, right? Am I right? Am I right or not?
Yeah.
So that means angle 1 is AF C. That's your angle 1. So your angle 2 is your CFE. CFE. Angle E is 90 degree, but they are not complementary, okay? Angle E is 90 degree. So angle E is not complementary. You know it's complementary or not?
Yeah.
Complementary. The meaning of complementary is, what's the meaning of complementary?
Exactly 90 degree.
再来.
It's 90 degree.
Wrong.
It adds up to 90.
Correct. What's the difference? Why I say your first statement is wrong? Yes. Why I say your first statement is wrong or second statement is correct?
Complementary angle is not 90.
Then complementary angle, what's the definition of complementary? They add up.
Adds up.
The word is called add up. Angle E is 90, so angle E is not complementary. But if you look at this, AFC, CFE, they add up to 90. So therefore, these two, they are complementary. Okay. Next one, BAG. Can you see BAG? Can you see GAF? They add up to 90, right? Can you see?
Yes.
So these two are complementary. Your this A and B is not complementary because angle A is 90 degrees. Can you see? Angle B is 90 degrees. How can you say these two they are complementary? They add
Am
up to
I
180.
supposed to measure the?
No need. You don't need to measure. You can read already. This and this add up to 90. So you just read BAG. So BAG. And then what? GAF. GAF. Another complementary. Simple? Simple or not? 可以吗? And then by the way, I say AH is perpendicular to ED. So that means this is this one. This is called AH. You don't go and cut it like this. I give you the diagram, it's very nice one. You don't give me a rubbish. Okay. So if
drawing the.
How you draw? Next time you just park a paper just on the screen, just trace. That's trace. Don't draw. You know what trace or not?
But I'm not like.
You are looking this at. Okay, you are looking this on the computer, right? So you just use a blank page, just put it on top of the screen, just lightly trace, okay? Not hard.
I'm using a notebook to write down all the questions. So
I ask you to use a paper to trace. Can you use a paper to trace first? So what I'm trying to say is, if you look for complementary, very simple. Okay, so first thing first, these two angles, they are complementary, right? Why? Because 90 degrees, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, BAG, so angle BAG, which is this angle, and angle, so GAF, so this angle GAF, complements. Okay, so another complement, can you see here? This one is 90, right?
Yeah.
So if this is 90, can you see this angle and this angle? They are complementary. So what is this angle? This angle is start from here. A, H, E. No, I mean this angle. Let me get rid of the rest first. I'm talking about this angle. What is this angle? A, H. What's this point? Nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I miss out this. Let me call it I. Okay, so angle AHI and this angle. This angle is IHE. So angle IHE, complementary. Another set of complementary here. This one and this one, right? So this is EFC. Okay, angle EFC and this one, which is CFA. CFA.
So just take the ones with the 90 degree.
Pick two angles. Okay, so how do you find complementary? You find complementary by doing what? First, you find complementary by finding the right angle first. This one is right angle, right?
Yeah.
This one also right angle, right?
Yeah.
This one also right angle, right?
Yeah.
Can I ask you, can you take this one as complementary? Cannot. This is not complementary. complementary. What's the reason? It's 90 degrees, but it's not complementary because
complementary add up to 90.
Because there is only one angle, right? When you say add up means
two angles.
Yes. So this is 90 and two angles. Then you can say same thing. This is 90 and this is two angles, right?
Yeah.
This one also 90. Is it two angles? Yes.
Yeah.
Then can I ask you, this is 90, right? This one is 90, right? But is this two angle?
No.
So this one is not complementary. So how you know how do you find complementary angle already?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Similarly, how do you find supplementary angle?
Add up to 180.
Correct. Is this 180? This one. Let me use a ruler, right? We test by a ruler. So let's see. Is that 180?
No.
I haven't parked nicely, then you say no already.
I never say no.
Is this 180?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 180. So first thing first, it's 180. Do you see two angles? 1 and 2. Can you see two angles?
Yeah.
So therefore, they are supplementary. Okay. Is this one 180 degree?
No.
This one not 180?
Yes, it's 180,
but what?
Not supplementary.
Why not? Because one angle only. Can you see this is one angle, right?
Yeah.
So now I hope you can you tell complementary angle and supplementary angle. Okay. And then of course, then the opposite and then the rest. Let me see. Opposite angle. So opposite angle, can you see this is opposite angle, these two?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So 这两个 is okay. By the way, these two also. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is to find opposite angle. So basically you have this. Let me go and get it from this. Let me do a clean one. Opposite angle, basically you have this as opposite angle. Right? How do you read this angle? F, G, H. So this is your angle F, G, H. Then how do you read this angle? A, G, C. So angle AGC. So angle AGC and angle, they are opposite. Okay. Another one. Angle AGF. AGF is opposite to this one, right?
Yeah.
Which is angle CGH. CGH. Can you see?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Or if you don't look at it this way, you can also look at it this way. I'm just showing you there are many possibilities, but you just need to find. It depends how you find. Okay. This one also. BGC. Right? BGC. Opposite to this one, which is FGE. Am I right or not? So there are many. So it's up to you to find. Okay. Then of course for alternate, definitely you have this Z. Can you see this Z? So that means this and this. Right? So what is this angle? This is B, B, A, H. And what is this angle?
H.
AH, nothing. Okay, I. So AHI. Okay. Another Z. Can you see another Z or not? Can or cannot? Can you see another Z from here?
Yeah.
This one, right? Yeah. You don't yeah, but cannot tell me. This is another Z. Right? Or this is another Z. So basically you need to keep drawing. Am I right or not? 对吗? Okay. So okay, by the way, we have spent, wow, we started 45, but anyway, we now is 5:06 already. Okay, so next lesson I will just minus 15 minutes. Okay. Today we exceeded too much already. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So I just next lesson I just minus 15 minutes from the next lesson. Okay, but anyway, I just want you to know I will continue to give you this question. I will continue to give you this question. So you go home and redo this question plus the similar question I'm going to give you. Okay. And of course,
Okay.
I will continue to give you this type of question. This one. Not this one. Okay. The what? Danny, Eddie, and Frank. And then of course this. Okay. For this part, you are not supposed to skip. Okay, you're not supposed to, okay. Let me just give you some comment on this one. So for my comment for this one is don't skip signs, whether it's plus or minus. Okay. 可以吗? Then my comment for this one is the below one. This one is, okay, more does not mean plus. Then of course less does not mean minus. So you have to ask yourself. Okay. Then of course this part, don't skip step. Don't skip step. 可以吗? So with this, I think we can call it a day already. Okay? Can we call it a day?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So next assignment, I hope you do a much better job than this. When is your next test? Mid-August, early August?
Yeah, I think around August there.
Around
around August.
Do you know what is the meaning of around August? That means beginning of August. Is it beginning of August?
It's not beginning. It's like I think around 11 there.
Okay, I call it mid. Okay, anyway, yeah, good. See you next week. So make sure you do a much better job next week. Okay. Okay, good. So bye-bye for today.
Okay.
Take care.